Hello, and welcome to your first ever Written in the Stars monthly tarot forecast. My name is Madeline Joan, and I've been reading tarot and doing astrology for a little more than 20 years. You can check out more about me in my About video, but I want to thank you. I really appreciate you tuning in to your first ever tarot forecast, and I hope you find your reading empowering, evocative, and resonant. I'm a very informal reader, so you will probably hear some cuss words. You may see a cat cross over the spread. My apologies if you do. But as long as I've been doing readings, this is my very first time doing one on YouTube. So hi, and I'm super excited to meet you, and I hope that you enjoy this. And without further ado, on to your reading. Hello, Scorpio. Thank you for tuning in to your August 2016 tarot forecast. Let's see what's going on with you in August 2016. Pardon the blur. I promise it will all settle in. August 2016 for Scorpio. August 2016 for Scorpio. August 2016 for Scorpio. Okay. Alright, Scorpio. Make sure you can actually see all this. This is good stuff. I want you to see this. Okay. Okay. So it's definitely time for something new to enter your life, Scorpio. You have been kind of sitting under a little bit of a cloud, some of you, of anxiety. Some of you have already broken through this. Some of you, the sun is already coming up on this, and you've sort of already broken out of this sort of sense of feeling trapped, of feeling anxious. But for all of you, August is a period of ushering in something completely new and beautiful into your life. The Ace of Cups is fresh waters, and you're a water sign, Scorpio. I mean, this is something that everybody wants. This is the flow of love, of intuition, of spirit into our lives. So expect some increasing synchronicities in August. Ideally, they'll be happy, nice, positive synchronicities. If you do need to make some certain changes and cuts and even some harsh break-offs and breakups in your life, you're also going to be getting synchronicities about that. About the fact that you're supposed to be playing a little bit of Page of Cups. A little bit of, you know what, I'm going to tell the truth no matter how it sounds to anybody. No matter what the climate of the room is, I'm going to come in and say exactly what I think. Which, honestly, Scorpio does tend to be a little bit like you. It's just you tend to be very subtle about it. Very smooth and sort of elegant about it. Whereas the Page of Swords is even more impetuous and well, just really doesn't give a shit what anybody thinks about it. So, to get out of this nightmare, which this is called the Nightmare card, because these fears, these anxieties, these trepidations, they're more to do with your inner demons than actual external problems. And that is not to diminish them or say that means that they don't matter. But your fears have very little to do with reality. You can face this. You can enjoy this. August is a month of growth for you. August is a month of leaving behind the crap so that you can have a new day. The sun is coming up. Things are becoming clear. Again, even if you're getting those negative synchronicities and realizing that certain things need to end, that's a good thing. It's like, okay, Spirit is showing me like when you have to, the way you have to prune a plant, if you've ever grown or gardened anything, if you don't prune it, it's going to die. I mean, it needs to be cut back. It needs to be focused on a few shoots, or else it gets overwhelmed and doesn't have the system to support itself, and the whole thing dies if you don't cut a few branches. So don't be afraid to cut a few things off in your life so that everything else can go well. You can't scatter your energy everywhere. Okay, so Scorpio, it's no secret that you're, considered probably the most passionate sign in the zodiac. And love is important to you. Your partnerships, your relationships, and especially your romantic partnerships are just essential to you. And this month I feel like there's a definite discussion happening there. For some of you, that is where the breakup is happening. It's in regard to your lover. This Knight of Cups, who, once again, the Knights, I don't see them as exclusively male. This is someone who is... The Knight of Cups is like the knight in shining armor. The prince or princess that appears on a white horse to show you the way and rescue you and answer all of your prayers and just be sort of your dream. But that's a lot of pressure to put on somebody, isn't it? Nobody deserves to be put on this pedestal that they will inevitably topple from. And the same goes for you. If you feel as if someone is idealizing you, then part of this harsh message may be you needing to be really straightforward and saying, hey, what you are expecting of me, I think that's great that you think I'm so amazing, but what you're expecting is really out of line, and here's the real me, and here's what I can really deliver as a human being. So don't be afraid to have that talk. Don't be afraid to cut through this anxiety and really master yourself and really control your own life and your own destiny by telling the truths that you need to tell, because you're a courageous sign. I don't think you'll have a problem with that. You're learning so much from this. Look, even if you don't resolve every issue laid out before you, whether in life or in this tarot spread that you're looking at and listening to today, you are learning so much through the journey. And the truth is that there is no destination. There is no moment where you're going to be like, I get everything. Or, okay, like now I have the perfect career, the perfect bank account, the perfect partner, the perfect home, the perfect family, okay, perfect, let's first of all, it's just bullshit. Like, so let's just all get, peaceful with that. We can have like a moment of silence for like the dream that we all had that perfect would ever be a thing. But we can take like half a moment. That was it. Okay. So you're learning so much and you're going to take it further. I feel this month you're going to get like a real sense of how much further, how far you've come, like even than a year ago. Like when you look at your life a year ago and you look at your life now, you're going to see how different it is, how far you've come, patterns you've broken, and patterns that you're still living and working out. And you're going to make this decision to move away from drama towards smoother waters. You want better things. You want bigger things. You want a smoother, happier, you want a clear life. You want a clear path. You want enlightenment, understanding, and a sense of peace. You need a sense of tranquility. You've been through so much, and you really need a period of just peace, truce, even if it's a temporary surrender. Just everybody truce, everybody go to your corners. It's time for some reflection, and it's specifically time for some study. So I'm feeling like a lot of you, okay, yeah, cheap shot, it's August, I just realized, like, yeah, some of you will literally be going back to school. But I'm not trying to shoot, fish in a barrel here. Even those of you who are not literal students will be doing things like wanting to pick up books on topics that you need to learn. Or we'll be just doing things like, I'm going to learn how to design a website on the fly, or I'm going to learn how to craft, I'm going to learn how to, whatever it is that you're interested in. Or putting in applications for higher education, like I really want to go to grad school. Go with it. You're really succeeding in the mental realm this month. You're really, your mind is sharp, your words are sharp, you're able to pick new things up. And you're really willing and able to assimilate sort of the lessons that you're learning. So the faster you're willing to move on making yourself clear, the faster the path ahead of you will clear, is what Spirit is saying. Because when you work from within, the events on the outside will match with you. And they'll match much faster usually than we work on them within, because it's hard to do things like cut off dead-end relationships and things like that. But Temperance, this card here, is all about as above, so below, as within, so without, that there is a balance and a complementary nature to everything. And that when you make an inner resolution to, let's say, be better to yourself, to be kinder to yourself, let's say you make resolutions to do things as tangible as, oh, I'm going to eat foods that are whole and more nourishing, more natural. Your external body responds by being more energetic, by looking better, by feeling better, by moving better. And in life, people respond to you in a different way when you move with more energy, act with more energy, when you be with more energy. And life just sort of unfolds in a domino kind of way based on the way that you treat yourself. So, treat yourself. You really do need to take care of yourself and to write in your journal. Be really, get intuitive, get in tune with your gut this month. You're always very intuitive, Scorpio. I mean, this is you. Again, kings are conquerors, queens are creators. This could be whether you're a man or a woman as a Scorpio or Scorpio rising listening to this. You are the Queen of Cups, which is the queen of intuition, the queen of emotion and spirit and love. She has this ability to see straight through people, to, when they try to sell her a story, you know, you've got that friend who has like a shady ex that they've been talking smack about for months, and then they broke up with them, and then a week later they get back together, and they're just looking at you and telling you the story of why it's totally cool that they just got back together, even though he's cheated on her 90 times or whatever. And you don't even have to say anything. It's just the way that you look at them. They just see the truth reflected back at them wordlessly from you, and it just says so much to them without you even having to say anything. That's the Queen of Cups. Your power of vibe and intuition and energy is incredible. And I feel, this is interesting. I feel that there is a powerful man nearby. Okay, and this could also be a woman. I'm talking about the King of Swords here, and this could also be a woman. When I say king, I'll say he and things like that. But this person is very knowledgeable. This person is somebody you can definitely tap for information on how to move forward on this higher education that you want, this thing that you want to learn about. Tap this king. This is a friend or a boss or a coworker. This is somebody in your immediate sphere, somebody that you are going to have contact with, personal one-on-one contact, whether, you know, even online or whatever, but speaking one-on-one with, that can really guide you and really give you some information. They might be a little brutal, so maybe don't ask for criticism if you're not inclined to get your head cut off a little bit, even if they mean it with kindness. So this person may be a little brutal, but that's part of why you trust them, Scorpio, because you don't like any bullshit. You prefer honest and tough rather than, you know, nice and full of shit. So trust your gut, but also trust this person who can really put some logic and some numbers and some tangible 3D real world authority underneath this wonderful intuition and healing ability and just, again, energetic magic. I'm just gonna go ahead and go out on the woo-woo branch and call it that. You just have a vibe about you and an influence and a power about you that is gonna become, it's going to become much more prominent in your life. You're definitely really moving into a time when you can really embrace your power. That is the potential that you have in August, is to step more fully into your intuition, into your power, into this next phase of your life where the sun is coming up. And every month I'll be pulling a card that is specifically, you know, if nothing else, this is what I want you to remember about this reading or take from it, Scorpio. And for you, it's going to be this. The Six of Swords. Leave the the fighting, the argument. Leave these turbulent waters behind. Notice these turbulent waters on one side of the boat and how they're heading toward this really smooth, calm, placid place. As long as he's keeping his eye on what he wants to know, on these swords, on this thought realm, this level up in your understanding and your mental capacity, keep your eye on what you want. Keep your eye on that place where you're going to have mental space and you're going to be sharpened. So move away from the drama. Move away from the anxiety. Someone is turning the lights on. Don't be afraid to detach. Detach from this within yourself and with others. And there are ways to detach lovingly without, you know, just throwing people the bird and telling them to, like, get the fuck on out of your life. There are ways to do it lovingly, and to love yourself. So thank you, Scorpio, so much for tuning in to my first ever tarot forecast. I really appreciate it. If you liked this, and you know any other Scorpios or Scorpio rising friends who would like this, I would love it if you would share it with them. If you like it, please like it. And if any of this was resonant for you, please let me know in the comments, or if you have any questions, I'd love to hear them. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and I will see you in September, Scorpio. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening. I'm wishing you a great month. If you enjoyed this video, I would really love it if you would like it and share it with anybody that you think would enjoy it. If anything resonated with you or brought up any questions, I would love to hear your questions, comments, and insights in the comments below. And if you really enjoyed this reading, you can also follow me on social media or on my blog, writteninthestars.co, all of which I've also linked below. And if you really, really liked it, you can book a one-on-one reading with me by finding me at any of those links below, and I really look forward to working with you. Again, blessings to you and yours. Have a fabulous August 2016, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye!